A goodly evening, this is Nerfed the Human, and welcome back to our Rebels campaign here on Rome Total War. And you join me on Sicily, where last time the Scipioni were taken out. Titus Brutus delivered a fatal blow to them, and now he moves on towards some of the Carthaginian settlements. We're going to attempt to have ourselves a little bit of a trading empire here in the Western Mediterranean. Hopefully get our money back to a good place. We're pretty much breaking even these days, which is very nice indeed. We also saw last time that some of the factions died, so I'm going to take some of the suggestions from the comments and maybe actually have a little look at our factions over here. So let's just go to living factions, military rankings. Okay, fine. That would indeed be Greece, yes. So we've got them production ranking, Greece all over the place. Greece looking very strong. Carthage producing quite a lot by the looks of it too. In terms of territories, we are okay. We're seeing that a few of them are down to one, that's Thrace and SPQR. Last time we saw Macedon disappear, of course, with those two down to one. Well, we already knew that with Thrace. Thrace are looking quite close. We've also got the likes of Parthia and the Juli on 2, so we can keep an eye on that little situation as well. As for everything else, financial rankings, the AI cheats, look at that Juli nonsense. They have 2 cities. How? But there we go. Okay, so there's some of the other rankings. We actually don't appear on this ranking, which is a bit of a shame. But hey-ho, it is what it is. And in terms of some of the other diplomacy, by the way, there are a few wars around, but there's more allies than anything else, in part because if they've got rebel territories to take, then they'll generally go for them. So there are some wars, but in many cases they are just at war with us, which is a bit of a shame. The likes of Thrace, I quite like them to be distracted, because there is an opportunity here if we can draw their armies out of position, which is what we're trying to do over here with this lad right now. If we can drag that army out of Tylis, oh yeah, that could be quite interesting indeed. We might try some silly manoeuvres. It must be said, we just saw mid ranking of Greeks looking very, very good indeed. Yeah, we're going to struggle if we don't attack them early enough in the game. We can get hoplites just like them, although currently we're not actually getting any cities under that culture. We're going to have to work on this, because right now we are getting, say, Macedonian culture from the Roman lads. There actually is a way of getting Roman culture, but it's a bit random. I haven't found it very consistent, it should be said. I have had it up in Britannia before, weirdly. But yes, culture's a whole strange thing. And we can be, for example, sending in some of our Greek units over here. Yeah, if we could send these into towns, we could actually convert some of them. So it might not be a terrible idea to do just that. So for this guy, Manius, you see, he might still be keeping it Roman. But we'll just send him over there and see if he can flip things around. But it is saying Manius now that he's been with the Roman lads. I might need a Greek spawn of rebels to maybe get that enacted. Still, we're looking very good in Egypt as well. Down here, Achmos obviously has basically finished off the job. We do have this other lad heading down towards this territory here, Ramesses. And with Ramesses gone, we'll be feeling quite happy. Of course, we also had some good luck last time in terms of taking over this region of the world. I've named this after the 2 different generals who have taken this town, but it will be a 3rd name eventually, because yes, this guy is definitely going to take it. However, having got Cyrus as well, we're looking pretty good to continue to cause the Egyptians some problems. So we'll have to decide how we want to move on from there, if we want to just push straight into Seleucids, or if we want to bring some of these forces across, maybe grab Greece before they're a big problem. We'll have to decide that at a later point. For now, it's probably time to end our term, and we'll just continue with the attack on Sicily. Oh yes, over near Jerusalem there was a big army of Egyptians, but it's very basic Nubian spearmen. We have ourselves plenty of archers, so I think we might be able to skirmish these guys to death. Let's see what we can do. Wellity. Do we have an exciting position for you today, lads? Oh, this is absolutely glorious. Right, we're going to send these guys forward just to cause a little bit of mayhem, because they are all spears ahoy. So, this is absolutely lovely. We'll have to grab ourselves a little screenshot of this nonsense. We have ourselves Eastern Infantry then blocking this off as much as possible. We have one over this side too, and we'll just have to see. They're going to get themselves very tired. They obviously will be able to win when they do face us off, but the hill should help to some extent. So we're just going to see what we can do. Hopefully morale breaks can be our best friend here. Now, they are coming on in fairly quickly, but I'm just going to say we'll be fine. Probably. So we'll just get this guy over here. But yeah, as many missiles as we can early on would be lovely. Unfortunately, they're just a little bit out of range for the time being. But you know what? Probably not a terrible idea, actually, lads. Just to get some of you right forward as soon as possible, just to make sure we're getting some shots in. So yeah, let's just get ourselves right onto that hill there. That'll be absolutely magnificent. And looks like we're doing a little bit of damage early doors. They are really pushing themselves forward very quickly here, and as a result of that, I might just have to put these guys right on this hill immediately and just yeah, make sure we get ourselves into position here. This could be problematic. Those guys are reforming. Unfortunately, that's not good for me either. But we will continue just to get some good shots in. We've already done a decent amount of damage here, 11%. Good. We'll try not to kill the general, please, with our own missiles. I'd very much appreciate that. Although go back and hit these slingers in the rear, that'll be very good news. These guys, however, they are in a stupid position down the hill here, just standing in range of my archers. Can't really see them very well, and I'm sure they'll be getting themselves slaughtered. So they are now coming on in, and I'm going to say what we want to do is just try and make sure we've got a good little flanking manoeuvre. So hopefully we'll just break... This is the general, actually. We can break him early. Yeah. That's exactly what I wanted to see. Okay, so that's one general gone. Or one unit gone. Into the next one. Now, this is going to hit the pikes a little bit, but try and hit them on the side if at all possible. Get into them. There we are. That's another break. You pile into them. That's absolutely lovely. I think those cavalry have just jogged past them. Absolutely glorious. Okay, yes. Get yourselves back up the hill, lads. Back up the hill. All right, get yourselves back in position. We've actually got Eastern Infantry doing a good job here. Can't let this go wrong. Get yourselves in position, please, while I'm still happy with you. Lovely stuff. Right, those cavalry are hopefully just dealing with those slingers as much as possible. That will be lovely. I'm going to try... Yeah, they're going as well. We'll try mopping them up, but we're going to try and get into the rear of some of these and cause them some problems. You charge into them, and we'll just see how this goes. Hopefully, it's just another side hit. He's going to do the job. That's really what we're looking for. You get into them, you get into them, you get forward as well. They're already broken! Okay, that's good to see. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay, good. So, what we really want to do is just make sure we're getting as many breaks as possible going on back here. These guys are winded. That's okay. I would say get yourself into skirmish. Are we breaking? Well done, you're breaking. Useless lads. Okay, fine. We'll just get someone back up the hill for a moment. Yeah, these two are breaking. Absolutely brilliant. Like, can you not see the way that this is going? We're absolutely slaughtering them, lads. Don't be an utter pack of fools and just let us win. We're doing great work here. Right, these are all breaking, which is fine because we're actually quite close by. We can actually probably mop them up as they are fleeing here. So we'll get ourselves... Yeah, there we go. Get yourselves on top of all of them. We'll be in an excellent position. Now, we've got some of our guys fleeing, which is not great. I know the general's nowhere near, but seriously, guys, look at the winds of this battle. Tell me that for some reason you should be running. No, you shouldn't, you utter fools. Right, get yourselves over here. Archers should just be shooting in. Peasants are going to go and assist. Hopefully we'll be absolutely A-okay. But the camels are just going to have to mop everyone up. And that's good, because that just keeps them mounted. Make sure they don't come back. So, you just hold them for a moment. Bring him back. This is actually the general, by the way, not the camel, like I just said. But, you know, it is what it is. They are being kind of stupid and terrible in this battle, as you might well expect. But, okay, we're back to where we want to be, which is one round. I'm going to say the peasants can continue chasing them down, but everyone else, get yourselves back in position on the hill and don't break your numpties. So, of course, the archers are doing a stellar job of actually, you know, doing their job, unlike their guys, which is as you'd expect. Right, we are now going to, I would say, yeah, I think we need to start pushing down this hill just a little bit more with these guys. Get these guys. No, Thomas, that was the wrong button. Get the Eastern Infantry down the hill. Peasants are now going to meet those guys by accident. That's not ideal, but just pull yourself back if you can, lads. We're going to make sure these guys are doing the job. Archers. Archers. Yeah, oh, they put their pikes up right at the wrong moment. That's absolutely glorious. Right, get yourselves over here. Eastern Infantry, charge into the next units, charge into the next guys. We have absolutely got this now. Indeed, they are all just running away now. Missiles coming on into those lads. That is absolutely magnificent news. We're going to try and just get the camels around to mop up as much as possible. But sadly, they're not that quick and they have been running for quite a while. But we'll do our best. But frankly, this is a pretty darn lovely victory. Hilariously, we've actually got some of our units routing here. There's actually only one unit fighting. They've been shot in the back by 4 archers. Sorry, there's 2 units because there's a couple right here at the edge of the battlefield. But seriously, lads, did you need to run there? I really don't think you did. So I'm going to get these guys to all go shoot him. But otherwise, it is very much just a case of mopping up whatever we can at this point, lads. Please just get over here. This is the slowest chase that has ever happened, by the way, to take out the last set of units. But we'll just do the best we can with it. It just is what it is. These guys should be running, but at this point, quite frankly, I'll just take any kills that I can get. These guys are back in the battle, which is something, I suppose. Get yourselves over here. Archers are shooting them down, so we'll just see how that all ends up. Yes, indeed, they've given up. Archers, very nice job. Get on top of them. And everyone can just finish him off. So what are we looking at, by the way? 86%. That's pretty darn good. Can we get to 90? 90 is what does it? No. No, we can't. But they don't have an awful lot left. That is a very efficient little victory. Interestingly, Carthage are going to take on our random scouts, which just gives us a little eye and brings them out into the field where we can pick them off. Very nice. Unfortunately, Calpurnius now is going to be lost. That's not so great, but the Gauls got them, not the Spanish. So is that good? I don't know if that's good. They could get a little bit strong over time. And, oh, this is the Chariot force. Very interesting. Let's go shredding, baby. Well, we have ourselves a little bit of a ruin on this battle map, which is nice. The hoplites are trying to hide behind the wall. This is not Empire Total War, lads, and you definitely don't have yourself any rifles. I've gone all Dutch now, apparently. But we do have ourselves some Amazonian chariots. This is very nice indeed. We do still have a male general, by the way. That is just one of the fun quirks. It was a bit of a basic speech, so I didn't keep it in for you. But yes, the speech will be done by them, which is kind of silly. So you get yourselves off skirmish, please, and just pull yourselves over here to where we can catch those guys out with a little pick off, if at all possible. So yeah, just get yourselves behind the infantry line. And if they want to come, they might just clip one unit, but we will have them absolutely shredded in a moment. Yeah. Here comes some missiles. Now, they are actually not that good in hand-to-hand, even though the game gives them such ridiculous power when it comes to the auto-resolve. We will just have to send them in here, I'm afraid. But Chariots against Generals normally does the job, so I'm going to hope it will be absolutely fine. Indeed, he's running away. So we might not be able to cut him down, annoyingly. Do shoot him down, if at all possible. But yeah, I'm quite happy with how that's gone. We've lost a few chariots, but only a few. Now they have got themselves back into some kind of state here. So we are going to have to just charge on back in again. But it'll be absolutely fine because these hoplites are in a silly, silly formation right now. What even is this? We'll grab ourselves another classic bit of screenshotting. Very nice. But I don't think they're going to be in great position to fight here. We're going to send the chariots over to the flank just to support us a little bit. Ah, this is like an old temple, actually, isn't it? That's interesting. The temple has been wrecked by the looks of it. Those hoplites are indeed fleeing. So are the general and the cavalry. Yeah, bit of a shame we're not going to catch all of them, but it's fun to get the battle on anyway. We'll just see what, if anything else they want to do, but I suspect they're now fleeing for their lives. It hasn't escaped my notice that good old Captain Doris over here likes to surround herself with a load of naked men. I'm not judging, I'm just commenting. Interesting, Thrace are also taking some of the bait. We do have a Dacian leader around. Sadly, he will be taken out by this. We can't withdraw, just to remind you. There's another Thracian. Oh, there's more of them than I thought, unfortunately. But Jiva, a new adoption, very nice indeed, and Stoic Philosophy is ours. Now, this lad over here has got himself a little bit beached, so we'll take him on, and we'll try this guy instead. Damn and blast, they don't want to do it, but actually, that might work out quite well. We'll see about that in time. Okay, Juli are down here. Now, this is not terrible. This is not terrible at all, because if he wants to get himself stuck down south, firstly, this is not a full stack on the banner, but it is up here, basically. So it looks like it's on the weak side, which is of interest to me. Now, that hasn't changed culture at the moment, but, yeah, let's go and see if we can give these guys a poke. So we don't want to leave anyone behind. We do. We're just going to leave those hoplite lads. So, Mr. Julius. Ho, 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 ho. I'm quite happy to find you in the field. Now, 4 dogs. Oh, God. Dogs are the bane of my life on this game sometimes. All right, fine. We got dogs. We got Hastati. This might mean that we're being invited to invade up north, actually, which might be what happens here. Maybe we take Lillibane. Don't worry about Carthage immediately. Go and deal with the Juli. I mean, if we've got this opportunity to take these guys out, then I think that's what we need to do. So into Manius Julius we go, and apparently Loyal. Come on, sir, join the anarchy. Quite dislikes the games. Oh dear, there's going to be a gladiator uprising. That's what we want to see. That's what we really want, but I don't know if it's going to happen. Let it in. Let's take him out. This is going to be one of those battles where we race to position. A great big rock here is very much welcome, I would say. And I'm going to suggest that we get ourselves straight over. You know what? Actually, we'll go over to that flank instead. Actually, we'll just send one warlord. One lord can go deal with these cavalry. That'll be fine. You can just try and deal with him in time. Now, what we don't want is these dogs to cause us all sorts of problems. So I'm going to sell this general just to get himself prepared. You guys are just going to plough into the Zekute. Make sure that their cavalry is not a problem for us in this battle. So we'll just go and deal with that nice and early. That'll be fine by me. And the rest of us will be in a good position here with the rock to our flank. Perfect. So we got these guys piling on in. I would say, sirs, don't get yourselves killed unnecessarily. They probably don't fancy it too much. There we are. Those Equite are fleeing. That's a good start. I'm happy enough with that. Hopefully that guy doesn't get himself killed. But honestly, as Equite, if you die to them, you deserve to be very, very dead to us all. So that's Town Watch over there. Very good. Now, actually, I wouldn't mind the dog's being released on this guy, and we'll just have him run around the battlefield for the rest of the day. So just charge into him, and we'll just see what we can do. Okay, they're broken. Very nice. Now, are the dogs attacking? I don't know if they're attacking or not. They seem to just be fleeing. I don't know if they've actually released them. So I'm just going to say, just keep running. Oh no, the dogs have definitely been released. The dogs have definitely been released. Get out of there, sir. You've done your job very well. Okay. Good, 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 good. You mop him up. Those Equite hopefully aren't going to be too much of a problem. Ah, there's a battle going on over here, Thomas. Probably should be paying some attention to that. That's fine. Get the general into those Town Watch, into those Hastati. I think the rest of this will be absolutely fine, to be fair. They've already repelled them with the javelins, and it's a similar kind of business over here. In that case, then, I'm just going to say these guys need to do the wraparound. You guys need to bring yourself over to here-ish, and this will be wrapped up very quickly. I just need to get this guy to live, which might be easier said than done, but we'll just see, because there's a lot of dogs chasing after him. Just see. Yeah, we don't want those Equite to get him. Your job, sir, is to distract all the dogs. Just distract all the dogs. That'll be absolutely fine. This general's already cleared up this entire army. That's good. And that means that at this point, these two can basically just, yeah, mop up what's here. And everyone else, what's that general doing? I think he's coming for us. They might be retreating, to be honest. I don't blame them. So he might be letting him escape, sadly. Yeah, that's a shame. But I will just say this guy, just run away as much as you can. That was a brave little charge he did there. Let's get the other cav out to these flanks. Just go mop up whatever we can. But yeah, absolutely lovely. All the dogs in the world chasing him down. He's not looking too happy, but he'll get away. He'll be absolutely a-okay. Right, everyone else then just gets charged by the cav. they will presumably fall apart as we engage with them. You'd like to think so anyway. Keep charging, keep charging, keep charging. Right through them all, they'll be fine. Yes, indeed, we are fine. So let's just get on top of whatever we can. Can you just make sure we actually engage these war dogs? I really want the war dogs to not be activated. And if we can just get them to rout immediately, then we can. This is not what just happened. He's also being dogged. Okay, you're being dogged too. Dogs are so annoying, man. So annoying. I like them, but they are awkward. So hopefully we don't lose this guy to some dogs, but we'll just get him to run around some. And then we'll just outpace them and charge some of those ability instead. That'll be absolutely a-okay, probably, hopefully. Hopefully no one dies to a dog. As the battle officially ends, we do need to be quite careful, by the way. This guy's down to 12 because I obviously forgot about him over in that corner. There are more dogs over in this part of the world who have just been released at that general. That's the same one actually has already been chased down. So that is not ideal either. Let's just make sure we mop up all the cocky war dogs. Oh, days. Mr. General, please run away. This guy's lost a lot of his unit, but he's fine. I got him in time, damn it. But, yeah, this one hero, he's just fighting for his, well, he's fighting for his bodyguards, for his friends' lives, which is fair enough, to be honest. Is kind of your job. I hope that you survive, but if that number ticks down from 12 to 11, then you know he didn't. And I think the dogs might now be getting lost and confused because their unit has left the battle. Yeah, this unit's left the battle, so they seem to be leaving him alone now. This guy just wants some pets. Someone pet the dog. Someone give the dog a little pet. Oh, don't stab him. Okay, fine. Right, maybe we should just end this battle. It's all a bit of a mess at this point. Oh, yeah, apparently we just... How did you let the dogs go? Oh, we have to deal with the dogs again. For Pete's sake, let's just end it and see what we're doing. So, clear enough victory. A bit of dog chaos, but we'll absolutely take that. And with that, he can escape 10,000 miles up the coast, unfortunately. It is what it is. Now, we have lost a tiny bit of that battle from the battle, but it's okay. Not the worst thing in the world. This guy did manage to make it, so that is nice. Veteran Centurion, good. Presumably the dog's now on his side, and he supports him. Very good to know. And let's just get back over to Rome and keep an eye on those guys. Elsewhere, we did have this battle over here. Now, okay, you could go for Jerusalem, but they will get attacked. So we won't worry about that immediately. What we'll do is we'll swing over to Petra, because that's a battle we can definitely win. And we'll be able to... Oh, hi, my good sir. Yes, we'll be able to deal with some of the other guys in time once this army makes its way up to Jerusalem. That'll be magnificent. This army has gotten bigger. Significantly bigger, which is a slight concern. I don't really know where he's appeared from, to be honest, because I thought we dealt with them all, but hey-ho, maybe they've managed to evade us to some extent. That's fine. Well, I'm going to have a little look around the map and just see what the situation is. Nothing too much going on over here either. And I was going to go pick someone up, wasn't I? But they're now dead. Sadly, the town of Aspakana Madunia is going to fall. Clear defeat then for our peasants. A good effort, but they are now gone. That's not the end of the world. We're just keeping these guys busy. As for this ship, we have a close victory. I think there's just some peasants on there, to be fair. And no, not Castlevania, which once again will have to fall. We may get it back again another day, but for now, it has been lost. Random spawn army that was trying to sneak to Italy is not going to make it. They're going to be wiped out. Might as well see... Oh, they've got dogs. Yes, might as well see what they have. But for the time being, we're obviously going to be melted. As for these guys, well, this is just a random force. I'm just quite happy just taking whatever. It's okay. Now, Byzantium is under siege, and Nicomedia under siege. I'll be honest, the Greeks are getting scary. The Greeks are getting very scary. Now, I think we might have to give up on the Thrace situation. I just don't have enough over... Why have you appeared a turn later? Okay, fine. You get over here. We did actually have a fair few spares over here. Very nice. Plague of Macedonia. Hopefully that helps the Greeks die a bit, because they are looking very strong indeed, and I'm not very happy about it. Hand pump invented. Maybe they should have pumped the sewage out of the city, but apparently they didn't. So that's lovely, I guess. These guys, if you can make it home, do, but quite frankly, sir, I think you might be in trouble. So I'm going to say, this boat, you're just some extra peasants. You're not the end of the world if we lose you. But I wouldn't mind getting the boats together if at all possible. You know what? No, we're just going to get these guys moving, okay? These boats with the Thracian forces are just going to move off in this direction. And we're just going to see what we can snipe, okay? We will find something to snipe. I'm guessing if the Greeks are mostly... Yeah, they got this under siege as well by the looks of it. It says Macedonian. It's definitely not Macedonian. Yes, they've actually conquered that. So that's theirs. They were besieging Dalmatia, but they haven't succeeded in that anyway. So, yeah, more Julii coming. That's fine by me. Don't think he'll want to do it, but I'm going to say... No, we'll just stand here for the time being. That's okay with me. War declared. Seleucids and the Pontics. Very nice. Adoption not completed in time. That's disappointing. And besiege occupied. Okay, it is what it is. So are these guys just got super speedy movement and we can't go anywhere? Because, like, look at this nonsense movement points we're getting. And we've also got this guy coming over here. We'll deal with Amenmose, who is not Ahmose. So we need to deal him a good lesson. Alright, fine. We'll put that under siege. These guys are about to arrive as soon as we arrive, so might as well just keep it on past Cyrus. We'll just burn its infrastructure down so they can't have any good times. That's fine by me, so we'll burn that to the ground. Yes, the army over here was moving south last I saw, so better off being near Egypt, I guess, but we don't have very good vision, to be frank, so we'll just blockade and we'll just try and keep as close an eye on that as we can, but for the time being, it's not a great bit of vision, no. So we're going to take Ramesses, we'll try and hold it if we can. This is all looking fine, we're just going to mopping up some of this now, which is kind of exciting actually. We've got ourselves, yes, a bit of a scout, which is going to work in line with this. Okay, there's a Greek navy. So Termon, not very well guarded. Corinth. Corinth really isn't guarded, and actually, if we can take Corinth, that would be an interesting one. We've got to see what other units they got around, because it's very close by everything here, so if they do have troops they can reinforce, but if we can get a little bit of scouting going on, who knows, maybe, just maybe there'll be an opportunity over there somewhere, so we'll have to see. Elsewhere, speaking of opportunities, we have this. That is Town Watch, Town Militia, yeah, okay. And in the town, I'm not 100% sure. But let's just get these guys cleared off first. It's a Juli ship. Come on, sink the darn fiends. Rather there were men on the ship, but there isn't, unfortunately. So it is what it is. Okay, you... yeah, bring yourself over there to Admiral Theo. Let's just clear him out of the ocean. And that leaves me feeling quite happy. Oh, Thomas. Oh no, we've left it a little bit weaker than I wanted here. Can't get this guy over either. Let's just see what we can do. We might be able to win this anyway. Average defeat. Sometimes that happens when they've got units, I find. Now we've lost sight of him completely, which isn't ideal. Okay. You get yourself over here. Can we see him now? Just out of range again. That's really quite annoying. Alright, let's send our boats across here. Let's just try and get involved. We should be able to, if we're lucky, if we're sensible even, we'll be able to do it now. So, we've got Town Militia. They will melt. That's fine. And then they've got not much more, actually. Round Shield Cav. An even-handed, careless, positive, energetic. This guy really can't make up his mind. He's an interesting lad. But, yeah, let's go take him out. This should be hopefully not too complicated. We can hope. It's not the best army, but I think we should have him. Let's hit on him. In we go to battle then, and the first army sadly is just going to wait for the second one to arrive. So I'm going to say we just shuffle forward just a little bit quicker, lads. Let's just get ourselves moving quickly. Okay, no, they don't want to. They don't want to do this nice and quick and easy, do they? That's a shame. We're going to get these cav over on this flank, because your job is just to wrap up these town militia. And maybe it works out them attacking at the same time. Because if they want to attack at the same time, then we're more likely to rout them with these terrible, terrible units coming at the same time. So it might work out. We will see about that. In the meantime, Numidian Cav out here, please, along with the generals who are... I want to keep fresh for this guy, but since this battle isn't going to take place until later, yeah, we just need to bear that in mind. I would say, though, Numidians and you, let's just run out here and take him out now. Let's get out there. Your job is just basically to take care of Mr. General. And he is now starting to go through his own men, but... I think we'll be absolutely fine just aiming for these round shield cav and swinging into the general. He'll probably get pulled into us. Town militia, don't care about you. No need to worry about that. You, sir, just smash into him. He's in our way. Get rid of him. Lovely. Demolished. You can see them flying through the air. Okay, and the Numidian cav as well. We're going to do good work on their round shield. That'll be them melting as well. That's good. Just pull yourselves out, guys. We don't need to completely rip them apart, but we should consider it. As for these guys, who are you? They're a town militia. Yeah, well, we'll get two of them to smash into you, but we won't worry too much about you because you're not the most important thing. Right, the general is now engaging us, which is kind of what we want, but I would rather these guys are kind of at the rear and just javelining in him. That's the technical term. So, with him being javelining in, we'll hopefully be able to just deal with him nice and quickly. And I'm going to sell these two guys to go and mop up them instead. And with any luck, the two generals will take care of their general very, very quickly. I assume these guys have already melted. Yes, that's their general running away, which is hilariously good news. And I'm going to say you charge into them. Elsewhere, this is pretty much already done, I think, isn't it? Down goes General. Good little poke in the chest. That normally means dead, and indeed it does on this occasion too. They don't run away, which is mildly irritating, but it's not that shocking either. So I'm going to say, all of you, pile in and pile through, because we are going to want to chase down every one of these we possibly can. Because if I can claim the city right now, I'd love to. Because they are sending reinforcements by the sea by the looks of it. So, yes, let's go and grab these two guys as well. Send them thundering over this way. And all of these guys, and just roll these town militia, that will eventually make its way there. You, cavalry, all of you just charge through, ignore them, and don't care about them at all. So, we seem to be doing the job. That's Iberian infantry running away, because that's literally all they're good for. And this round shield cav will get picked off by us now as we hit it. I don't know if they're trying to kill us, but we're going to kill them. At this point, the cavalry's actually arrived, which is interesting because they're actually not fleeing technically. So they're starting to do a bit more damage than I'd like, to be honest. A bit of a shame, to be fair, but we are going to have a rout or two. But it's just town militia. We'll try and mop up as much as we can. We just need to get on top of them. Down goes their general. Do not fear, it's not ours. We'll just swing him back around. And this general of ours... Ooh, is he going to get himself in trouble here? He might. There's still quite a lot of these guys left to kill, actually. And they are somewhat still in a position to cause us trouble. So you, sir, charge in and hopefully don't die. Luckily, they've slowed down, which means we're going to pile into their rear. Oh, that's what we want to see. Yeah. You guys have got him now. You guys have got him now. And I think we're going to mop them pretty much all up, baby. That is lovely news. Apparently, there's some over here. Get the general into this one. Get the other unit into that one. Mr. General, are we mopping up as many as we can? I certainly cocking hope so. Because they are not in a good position at all. Okay. Yeah. There's a few cav we just need to get on top of here. Because those are not our cav. Victory is ours. Absolutely lovely. The red line of death is not their friend. Because we are very much blockading it at this point. So that is lovely. Get these guys not to throw javelins. Please just run off into the distance. And that is a very nice victory. No elephants in this army, which makes it very, very easy to kill because the Carthaginian force is awful unless you have basically Elephants of Sacred Band. Technically, we're at 96%, which is absolutely lovely. This is looking like a deathly battlefield for them. 2,600. Oh, you've got to claim that one. Okay, I love that. And indeed, Lolobeum is completely wide open. Okay, excellent stuff. Exterminate that. This is going to become the town of Brutus, as it should be. Fair enough. So you've done a decent little job for us at this stage. Arretium expands. Veteran Centurion, another one. A military Tribune, can't argue with that. And he's also gained Good Commander 2, which is absolutely fine and dandy. So these reinforcements could come over here, but they're a bit late. So that's perfect as far as I'm concerned. So we've got a few opportunities here. I'm going to send these guys over. We need to organise how we're going to send these up north to Italy, because we do need to go and take these guys on one way or another. I'm going to go and close them down. They can't get past me if I push on into there. So that's excellent. I'll have a little look around the map and see if there's anything else before I end turn. Well, it's a new turn, and we do have some random troops turning up at Italy, which means some peasants get to go stand on this here watchtower. Isn't that nice? And we can see a little bit of the territory now. We are going to go and take these guys on, seeing as they're standing around. The rest of them can just hang around here for the time being. Now, they could be useful just in terms of distraction, to be honest, but they might just help, maybe just reinforcements, to be honest. Nonetheless, we do need to take on these chaps over in this part of the world. We have now, yes, taken over the town of Artostes and also Ramesses Neos, although this guy is kind of looming over us. I've actually turned Juva back around. We might need to do something about all of that, because that could be problematic potentially. Much like this guy over here, unfortunately, the chaps from over here have nice pile of reinforcements. That's interesting. You're really good. You're not great, but we might as well just go in and annoy them once again. We'll just continually besiege. It's going to have the longest name ever, that town. But yes, unfortunately, Kiar, who we've been watching kind of wander around the map most of this game, does seem to be over here, which means, yes, our forces can join up together very soon indeed. That is good news. But yes, there's still a bit of work to be done over there. In terms of over here, yes, we have these boats to take out. These are the ones we need to keep an eye on, because they actually have some units on. Don't surf out of our way. Okay, not quite all the way out. We just need to make sure we keep tracking them down, because this has a full stack on it. Or sort of half stack, sorry, but a decent amount of units. This one's got a full stack on it. Oh dear, there's more. I thought there were, I knew there was a full stack on it, but there's a half stack as well. That's terrifying. Okay, they're both getting close to being demolished. I don't normally want to chase things down this much, but we really need to just keep moving on that. Anyway, we've got our army over here ready to go. I accidentally mucked up the boats, and I've sent these two separately, but there's no one around. We'll be fine. We've already been beaten up the rest of those ships. So let's head into the Julii, and let's take care of Manius Julius, who ran away last time. Let's repeat the same battle again, basically, but this time, hopefully, a few less problems with the dogs. They are moving towards us fairly quickly, actually, but we're just going to walk slowly, just to get ourselves in position. The way we're going to do with the dogs this time is not by charging everyone forward, which was fun to send them forward like that, but we shouldn't really do that, really. So we're going to rush people into position at this stage, just because we want to get the javelins. Do have a good hill, actually, so that is nice. Peltasts, actually, guys, you should be, yeah, stand and fight, actually. You're in a decent position here. So Velite and Peltas at the front are going to throw into the general, and they're then going to run away because they're on skirmish mode. Skirmish mode. Skirmish mode. They're not skirmishing, are they? But anyway, they're going to get themselves killed. The general's already fleeing because he's not a very manious man, and because of that, we'll just shoot him down. That'll be absolutely lovely. You guys can now stand there because you've already done your business of trying to die. General is still running away, despite the fact that he's got an entire army behind him. Sadly, I don't think we're actually going to manage to take him out here, unless he comes back. But I have a feeling he's just going to run off into the distance. What I will say is that we can get some of our cav to maybe go deal with that situation. So, yeah, I'm going to send a few out to the flank just to see what we can do. Interesting, they've seemed to have been pushed back from their initial assault on us, but nothing much is happening at this point. There's a few dogs still being chopped down here, but aside from them, basically they're just regrouping. So annoyingly the dogs have done damage, but we haven't done anything to actually take them out yet, which is the way it's going. But there are some breaks for those war dog units. I'm going to say, let's just get my equite way out to the rear, and we're going to go and take care of them. Okay, let's go and clear them out. So these equite are they going to run into these guys, which is terribly stupid of them. That works out for me. In fact, they just look like they're actually going to leave themselves ready to be charged. That's fine too. Right, you get on top of those war dogs. There are some war dogs being launched over here once again. So I'm going to say, you just charge into them. Now get yourselves behind that line, my good rebel general. He's routed that equite. That's fine. If the dogs want to chase us, they're going to get themselves brutally caught out. So equite, there we are. Take care of them as much as possible. They might release those dogs. I'm going to keep a close eye on it. They're routing. I don't mind actually turning around into them if possible. We're going to end up with the same issue as last time, aren't we? I think we are, you know. Okay, let's just make sure we mop up this guy so that he doesn't come back. And as for everyone else, I did tell you to get out of there, Rebel General, but yes, you've decided to stay in there and get yourselves hurty. That's a bit of a shame, but they're going to come in for another charge now with any luck. That should be a good position for us to, yeah, mop up these equite and let them charge one more time to their doom. And I think we're in a pretty good position with regards to that. Shoot down the general, please, sir. Shoot down the general. At this point, I'm going to start saying move forward, and they seem to be saying move back. Okay, that's interesting. Is it a full-on retreat? No, it doesn't look like it, but they are reorganising. That is of interest. And guys, oh, there are the dogs. There are the dogs. Equite, you don't need to die. Just run off into the distance, please, over there. And then I'm going to give you a second command, which will be over here with the shift command. Okay, excellent. Now, as for everyone else, as we shuffle into position, what are they doing? They're still standing over here. That's a-okay, all right. Yeah. Just get us in position for a javelin throw for anyone who has a javelin. Their general's charging after me, which is quite funny. Archers, just do whatever you can, that's fine. We'll let the general take care of the general. And we're going to say these guys and just start charging on in, because I think the battle is as near as won. We might as well, yeah, I would say just start moving forward in general. And what do we have over on this side? A few more javelins. Yeah, throwing your javelins. If you've still got some, by all means use them, yes. Where are those dogs? Because I did give them some orders, but we might as well send him somewhere where he could still be useful. We want this general to be killed, by the way. Down he goes! That was a good time, wasn't it? Okay, looks like we've cleared these guys off. Those guys are fleeing, so it's a pretty good time to hit those war dogs because they are running away. And yeah, those dogs are over there now, so we can turn these guys around and charge them down. I think we've absolutely cleared them out, and yeah, these war dogs are actually running away. So look, their men fall, and the dogs just fall immediately with them. So that's great news. Yeah, they haven't been released, and they don't get to be released. That's just magnificent. So, victory and glory for us here today. That is what we want to see, but can we mop them all up this time? That really is what we need, and I think is what we're going to see. A clear victory then, Mammulius Brutus taking on not so Manius Julius. That is lovely. And with that, we have victory and glory. Nothing on the boat as far as I can see. No. And actually, it looks like we can actually reach the town this turn, which we probably do want to do. But it probably needs just a tiny bit more scouting in that case. So, can't go any further with you. Don't know that we can do much scouting, to be honest. So, I'm going to say this is the best army we've got. Let's just go and do it. And I think Alpius, is going to be back to us. Alypius. Yes, I can say words. Okay, family member in there as well. Okay, I think that's all they got. Because we've already dealt with QQ over here. So I think we're looking good for the Juli. I would really like to see an arena and what we could get it to flip with a gladiator, but I just don't think we're going to manage it, sadly. But this is looking good. The only thing I've got to take care of is potentially the ghouls, who could be annoying, actually. they can start attacking us. So we might need to like clear them off before dealing with Rome, or maybe we just go and deal with Rome. I don't know. But anyway, it might be quite a quiet in turn here. So let's just see what the next turn holds. Sadly, these forces over here in Aspankara Murdinia are not going to survive. They've done quite well. They're 500 kills. We'll take it. We'll just keeping those guys busy. Tomzantium has had everything demolished in it. I actually don't remember the captain who took it, so we've just given it my usual name. But sadly, it will be lost at this stage. Good point, by the way. Seeing as we are evacuating that area, I don't really know how we're going to go and save Amazonian chariots. Anyway, we might have to figure that one out later. Likewise, this one's just a bit of a, you know, they arrived, so let's be difficult. Oh dear, this one's tricky. We don't really have anything over here. And the peasants are going to be cleared off, but we'll do whatever damage we can. It's basically nothing. Come on! We lost. I liked my scout ship. Oh well. Okay, so over here we do have a load of ships just doing some scouting, which is very good news indeed, actually, because, ooh, okay. Can we win that? I'm going to say we probably can because we've got an experience on us. Clear victory. Very nice indeed. Now, what that means is that we can't quite make it to Rhodes. But of course, where else? Of course, this is the new faction leader over here. But where else would we go other than Rhodes, baby? It's the best place to land. So we're going to do that. Can anyone get off? I doubt it. Oh, actually, we can get the cavalry off, but they will just get themselves killed. So don't worry about that. Come and join. Oh, they won't join because they're annoying. Brilliant. Well done, admirals. You could cause the death of us all. But anyway, we'll just leave them there for the time being. We have our scout boats doing some lovely work. Now these guys, actually rather than be somewhere else, I really hope you can beat 16 experience. Yay! 16 men with good experience, I should have said. Anyway, there's the Apollonia force. Oh, here's some new units. This is decent, actually. It's a shame we just lost the boat this sodding turn, isn't it? So irritating. Okay. Yeah, you guys just hang out there for the time being. We'll find a moment for you to join. Now, as for Olympia, some of those war dogs got away, or there's some from the previous battle, I think. I think that's all their training. They might be struggling, actually. I certainly think they are struggling, to be fair. I'm just going to send another peasant immediately onto this watchtower. So that's absolutely fine. Well done, lads. I don't see, to be honest with you, too much else going on. I might just send these guys off as well. Just, I don't want to bring these guys in, but actually we've done what I want, which is to see this. I don't think they've got anything else. I think they're spent. I think that's all they got. That is magnificent news. Okay, this boat, keep heading in this direction. You can join up. That's fine. We're going to win any ship battle now. And you can come over here, and with that, we can just besiege them both. Oh. Now, ideally, what we want is for them to come. Oh, yeah. Ideally, what we want is for them to sally out, and then we could flip an army or a city or something like that. That would be much the better scenario, wouldn't it? Okay, you've got a half stack. You've got the full stack. Can't remember how many men are in this. 32. We've got the experience, so we should be fine. Who can get to these various affairs? All right, you might just need to come here. You might just need to go there. And I'm going to say you can win. He hasn't sunk him. That's ridiculous and upsetting in equal measure. You get over there. Close victory. And he also has got away, which is ridiculous and upsetting in equal measure. So, okay. Oh, I do have another boat. Excellent. You get over there. Yes, we can see him. Good. Okay, and this one... Where is that guy? We can hit him. Sink him! Woohoo! Okay, was that the half stack? That was a half stack. Half stack gone. That is excellent news. Okay, why can we now not see the city? Right, they have war elephants now. How are we going to cocking beat them? Okay, well, hopefully we don't have to beat them. But anyway, all is fine. Yes, all is probably fine. Send this boat over here as well. We need whatever we can just to go and pick these guys up and deal with the Juli boats. But that is looking very promising indeed. Now we could head in here, but what I want to do is just wait a turn and see if this guy wants to come out. Because if we can pull out an army we can get an army to come out towards us, we might just be able to do it as I want and flip a character over to me. Really, that is my preference when it comes to faction. You don't want to just take a faction, kill them. It's kind of it's not really the gains you want here as the rebels. This guy is clinging on, it should be said. But we do have other boats. So those peasants might make it yet, and roads. You can see our money's kind of leveled down to 65,000. So we might actually have a chance here to actually have an economy. I know, right? What's an economy? Ahmo's the Brave, by the way. Oh yes, that's reasonable. We've got 2 units of 1 man over here. He's got such ridiculous +4 morale. There we are, yeah. There's definitely something else in here. We got the Scarred as well. He's got Drill Master, which is a bit of a shame that he's got that, but he's still got +3 anyway, which is not too bad. And yeah, Scarred, I mean, you can certainly do with that when you're a Chariot. I mean, technically that weird battle down in Helios, sorry, not Thebes, over in Helios, where he stood still and just got poked, that the game did crash, so that canonically didn't happen. But, yeah, okay, he can take a few hits. He's got Scarred probably from that same actual affair, actually, because even when I had to redo the battle, he did have to get in there and fight a little bit. So there we go. Okay, at this point, our 2 armies, though, can join together, and I guess we need to go take out Kia. I don't know how many other leaders they have, but he needs to go down. So I'm going to say we'll send this army over here. I will say just send some of the trash in this direction just to defend against things. But yeah, in general, I think we're A-okay. Well, this was not the plan. The SPQR have turned up, which isn't ideal, I will say. Now, this is fascinating because whilst this is almost certainly a defeat for us and elimination of tons of good units, it could be an excellent opportunity because, well, we have an army just outside Rome right now. And if we could take that while their army's up here, this is a disaster or absolute glory, and it can only be one or the other. Like, this could all fall apart right here. I'm going to use my 2 armies to try and snipe. The thing is, if I do this and I get Rome and I inherit what's left of this army, that could be huge. That could be magnificently huge. Now, more to the point, what that means is I probably don't want to... deciding that I'm going to lose this battle means I actually don't want to take out too much of it. Because in theory, if I take Rome, I'll inherit that. Oh, that is just magnificent. However, I do think we're going to have to leave it on a cliffhanger. This is too magnificent not to do so. We started off the series with a cliffhanger here at Arretium, but at Lipius, we've got an even greater one here. And as I say, if we can pull this off, this is going to be amazing work. What we probably want to do with this battle then is eliminate the reinforcements, but without taking on too much of these guys. I mean, if we could win, amazing, but it's just not possible. These guys have 3 experience on them. But if we could inherit this army, and we could blockade them, we could get in their way. We have little forces who could just block the route. I don't think they're getting back to Rome, and if they got back to Rome, we might just be able to take it. Let's see if this can all work out next time. But for now, I will leave you. I'm Thomas, this is Nerfed Human, and this has been a magnificent Rebels campaign. Thank you, and tally-ho.
Shoot the flames of death into their eyes.
Oh no, we're gonna die!
Coward, 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 coward.
Stop, sir! You're supposed to die!
Run away, run away, run away, run away, run away!
Our ballistas can actually shoot our own gates.
Okay, let's get on with this battle. Run away.